What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to show you guys how to fix up a horrible patch job. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we've got a poorly patched hole here in the wall. It sits right behind the door. Someone's recently installed a door stop, so I'm pretty sure the door handle has gone through this wall right here and someone's attempted to try and repair it. Now, if we look really closely, you can see right there, there's little fibers everywhere, which says to me that they've actually used mesh tape and haven't used it correctly. So by the looks of it, they've almost scrunched it up, or they might have had it on flat and then just went over the top of it, weren't very careful, and scrunched up that mesh tape and then just tried to bog over the top of it. And as you can tell, it's really horrendous. So I'm gonna show you guys an easy way to fix this, nice and simple. Alright, so this section here is really hard to see in the view of the camera, so I'm going to try both GoPro and the regular camera, see which one picks up this a little bit better for you guys. What we're going to basically do is scrape off all this excess compound or bog, whatever it is that they've put on there. And what I find the vast majority of times is when people try and do this themselves, they'll go to their local hardware store, buy the pre-packaged filler that comes with a little spatula involved in it, and that stuff is absolutely horrible. I'm not going to say the brand, but it looks like soap. The texture is just absolutely horrible, and even when it dries, you can see there it's just super soft. This is a really old patch job and it just stays soft forever. So I really try and stay away from that stuff. I'll never ever use it or recommend it. It's honestly almost useless. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape all this area here off. Now try not to get something a little too big with your scraper or your joint knife, because you want that to still be a little bit rigid so that you can dig that into the corner and pry it. At the same time, you want that just that little bit of flex in it as well. So a joint knife works pretty good. What we're going to do is just scrape that away, and you can see there's a whole heap of it that's coming off. And this is super common. So you can see there, really thick, no adhesion, and it just stays soft. I don't know what this stuff is. So you can see there, it's really crumbly. It doesn't set well, and I would never recommend anybody to use this. So we're gonna go around and scrape all this off, but you can see just how thick that is. I'll scrape off this middle section here and show you guys how thick it is. And you can see there, that's why I need the flex to be able to twist and turn, get under the corners, but I want it rigid when I need it to be so that I can try and scrape it off almost in one piece. And I can feel it going through that mesh. And you can see just how thick that is. It's absolutely horrible. And it's not actually our standard fiberglass mesh. These are one of those pre-packs that you can buy from your hardware store as well. They're generally pretty good. They all do the same job, but when you don't install it correctly, that's what it ends up looking like. So absolutely horrible. Big hole right there. We'll scrape off all this excess all around it. And now we're left with just a hole that we're going to be able to repair. Alright guys, so usually when a door handle goes through, I would replace the drywall. Now in this case here, it hasn't actually completely gone all the way through, and this is probably the largest size of a hole, probably around the size of a 50-cent piece, that I would use any kind of mesh tape and not replace the wall itself. What I do, however, is I use quickset. So you can see here I've got some quickset ready to go, and it is super thick. And the reason for that is I let it set just a little bit, and what we're going to do is we're going to push it all into this area here, force it all the way in while it's still a little bit thick. So as you can tell, it's not going anywhere. We're going to force it all the way in, pushing it on either side. That's going to force it to curve around the back side of our drywall or gyprock sheet, whatever you want to call it. It's going to curve around the back of it, then we can put mesh over the top. Now, usually what I use is just regular mesh tape or paper tape, whatever you want to use. However, I've been seeing fiber fuse used around a lot these days, and when I had a look into it, they claim that it's got 76% stronger for crack resistance. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to put this to the test. I'm going to test it out, paper tape, mesh tape, and fiber fuse, do a little experiment and see just how strong it is. But for the next couple of jobs, I'm going to start using fiber fuse and test it out because I haven't really played around with it much. I heard a lot of people complain online that it makes your hands itchy, and I can feel it already. Basically, it's just fiberglass. So what we're going to do is just take out a little section, see how easy it rips by hand, really easy. So we're going to force this into the back, put this on the side. So just going all different directions, that's going to help it catch on the back side of our hole here. Push it all the way in, then we can take our fiber fuse, go over the top. Now I haven't used fiber fuse before, so I'm not too sure how well it accepts or absorbs the material. From the name itself, you'd assume that it fuses in, which it actually does. This is very interesting. It almost absorbs it and takes in all that compound. So that's actually really nice to work with. I think we've got a new favorite as long as it's nice and strong. So we're just using our base coat here. Just going to leave it like this. We'll let this one here set, then I'll come back through, put on a second coat, and I'll feather it much further out. So we'll cover all of this section here, make it nice and smooth. But I'm very interested with this fiber fuse stuff. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll run a few experiments and see just how strong it actually is. But at the moment, it's nice and flat, very easy. It absorbed all the material. I'm actually pretty happy with it so far, but until we test it, or test of time, we're not going to really know. So I want to quickly run a few experiments and see how well it works. But we'll let this one here set. We'll come back, second coat, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So once the area is dry, you can then quickly give it a light spray and give it a second coat. This time around, we're going to go a little bit further out. Make sure we feather off our edges. And if we get it right, we won't have to have a third and final coat. Now that looks pretty good right there. We're just going to let this one here set, give it another sand, and then it's ready for painting. And once the second coat's dry, you can then sand it all off. And once that area has been painted, this is what it ends up looking like. Now it's really hard to tell exactly where that damaged area was, but to give you guys a bit of a reference, doorstop, and we'll line up the door roughly where the old door hole was. So technically speaking, you should be able to see it somewhere along here, but we've got a perfect finish right there. Absolutely flawless all the way across. I'm trying to get a good angle for you guys to show you. There's no way you can find that damage. Whoever wants to look for it, you're gonna have a very tough time trying to find that damaged area, but that is how to repair it, guys. Don't use that poor patching product that you find at your local hardware stores, the pre-mixed stuff. I really don't want to say which one it is, but it usually comes in a little tub, looks like soap, and as you guys can tell, it just stays soft all the time. So make sure you use the right products, get the job done right the first time so you don't have to come back and get it done again. Once again, line it up with the door hole. Perfect. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video and you've learned something new. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.